Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody. Thank you for joining. Hi Kay, hi Marie. Hi Amanda, good to see you. Bobby, Kristen, hi. How are you guys? Hi. So many highs. Sam says, was just watching the podcast. Oh, I hope you guys like it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. I'm sorry, I have to look at one thing. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. Hi. Dick Chick, I haven't gotten a chance yet. I just posted it. So you're not late to the game. All right, thank you guys for joining. If you're new here, my name's Cass. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual coach here to bridge the gap between the spirit world and the physical world. I do so in order to provide awareness and peace that our loved ones are still very much with us and that we all are guided and supported on our journeys here on earth. And there is so much more to life than what we see with our physical eyes and what we experience in our physical realities. So I come on here as often as I can to just spread awareness and knowledge about how the spirit world and life itself works beyond what we experience in the physical realm, and to do free live mediumship readings, because I do think that mediumship is an amazing way to connect with everything that we can't see and kind of allow us to start really believing that we're not alone here. We're not on our own after our loved ones pass, and we are very much guided and supported on our journeys. So thank you for joining. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follows. As you guys know, if you've been here before, I just want to connect with as many people as I can, hence with the connections with Cass, in order to provide this awareness and hopefully instill some peace and alignment and purpose in everybody's lives, so that we can all live kind of just more lighthearted lives that are free from anxiety and sadness and feeling alone and things like that. So thank you for all the gifts, the likes, the shares, the follows. Hi, thank you. So should we just start with the reading today? Just get right into it. Hi, Robin. Hi guys, thank you for the follows too. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna start to connect and see who comes through. I forgot water. How did I forget water? Is this my first time here? Okay, let me just grab my water. And oh, thank you guys. Thank you for the likes, the shares, follows, the gifts. The chick, you're the best. I need to grab water. Sorry, I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Thank you guys for your patience. So yes, my name is Cass. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual coach, and we talk about all things spiritual, healing, and mediumship. I try to just provide awareness that our loved ones are still with us after they pass, and that we have a whole team of guidance and support on the other side that helps us, as well as a whole kind of plan as we move through our human experiences here, and that our human experience is just a very small blip on the radar in our soul's evolution. So we talk about all those kinds of things, and I answer questions about spirituality, and then we also do spirit-led mediumship readings. And so spirit-led mediumship readings means that I allow spirit to send someone forward because they know better than me out of the 96 people who's meant to come forward. So I just start to connect and see who steps forward, and then I will start to describe them. I work as an evidential medium, so I'm going to give pieces of evidence that describe who the person is, and then I will relay a message regarding something that is going on in the person who is receiving the reading, something that's going on in their life. Even if it's not our reading, the whole purpose of me coming on here and doing this is to just bring awareness. And even if it's not specifically our person, the more that we believe, the more that we see. So the more that we watch mediumship readings and we're like, oh my gosh, it's real, the more that our loved ones can come through, because our energy starts to open to it, and we start to feel our own loved ones around a little bit more, and we start to experience more signs and synchronicities. So that being said, I'm going to start to connect and start to give some evidence, and then I will check in to see if anyone can take 85, 90, 95, or 100% of the evidence that I'm giving. Hi, everybody. Of course, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the follows, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to start to connect and see who we have stepping forward. I do feel a male energy stepping forward as soon as I said, let me see who's stepping forward a minute ago. Yeah, I have a male energy stepping forward. He's African American. I would say he is on the taller side and a little bit heavier set. Very tall, actually, like 6'2". He's funny. He has a good sense of humor. He's talking about how when he was younger, he was very athletic. But as he aged, he let himself go a little bit. I think that would have been something he would have joked about. He passes in his no more than early to mid 70s. Late 60s. How old are you? I'm going to say around the age of 70. He's showing me a royal blue color. I think this would have been a sports team or a significant color for him. And he does pass of an illness. And I'm seeing him in the hospital with people, his whole family around him. He does make me feel like he was truly the light of the family, like a true patriarch. And I'm hearing a K name as significant, like I'm just going to say a K name. So and I believe that he would have, okay, would that be the K name? I believe he would have moved from different states too, he's talking about. Okay, so can anybody that's been listening thus far take 85, 90, 95, or 100% of the evidence so far? %. All right, Kayla. Are you able to come up into the guest box, or do you want to do it in the chat? Okay. Oh, Kristen, another K, can take 85%. All right. Oh, he's on a plane. Okay. Can you just tell me how you connect to the color royal blue? And I'm seeing like a jacket for him in that color. And I also want to talk about the way he passed. He's in the hospital. He has a long illness, but he had so much support around him at the time of his passing, and that's one of his messages. He's so grateful for that. But he's also showing me his skin. So I feel like he would have had some sort of skin issue. Not necessarily the cause of his passing, but there was something with his skin that he's talking about. And he's also talking about moving several times in his life. Can you take that as well, Kay? She's on a plane. He did move around a lot. Okay. Can relate with everything, but royal blue, not sure. I need to study sports teams, guys, because I see these colors that are significant to sports teams, I believe, but I just don't know sports. So, would you understand that he liked sports, Kay? Because I feel like it's like a jacket with like the emblem on it. Yes, he did. Okay. And would you understand that he was one of the older ones, the older of his siblings? Thank you guys for the sports teams. Maybe Kate can connect with those. He's talking about how he has to take responsibility for some of his, I think, siblings like early on in life. And that's why he kind of like assumes this like very patriarchal kind of identity early on in his life. I don't know sports, but yes to that question. Okay, thank you. And would this be your grandfather? Okay, thank you. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get a message for you then. He keeps showing me the family around him when he's passing. I know that like that's a huge thing for him. Like his heart is just so warm. He gave a lot to other people. And so when it came time for him needing support, I do feel like people showed up for him like that he hadn't seen in a long time. There's a significant woman that shows up that he hadn't seen for a long time right before his passing. Would you understand that, Kay? Okay. And I don't know why I just made that face. What is he saying right now? He's teasing you. The feeling, I feel like he would have teased you. But he's like, that's my girl too. And he's saying that he's proud of you. There's a congratulations of something with something that's going on in your life right now. But he said, my nose keeps twitching. Did he like twitch his nose or something? Or give you like a little, I don't know. He's just teasing, I think. But he's congratulating you with a little tease too. So I will leave you with that. And he loves you so much. And he does like bring this really kind of beautiful heartfelt energy, but with a little bit of humor, like in teasing. And he wants you to really like feel into that, especially if you're like sad or something, or you're like, he's showing me you in deep thought about something. And he just shows me his energy coming in and being that like kind of funny, cute, genuine energy. So I will, Kay says, I'm always in deep thought. Well, he's always with you, trying to get you to smile and laugh and congratulate you on something. So it felt like something with the practical parts of your life, like work or job or money, something with not heart space as much, but practical things in life. So anyways, I will thank him for stepping forward and leave you with his love. Work. Yay. Well, congratulations from me too, okay? Awesome. All right. He was funny. I will thank him for stepping forward. And should we do another one? I'm in a mood to just do readings for you guys. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Hey guys, thank you so much. He did come through really quickly. He was ready to go. I think he really wanted to congratulate her. Heck yeah, crank him. Oh gosh, you guys are funny. Okay, so if you're new here, my name's Cass. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual coach. Thank you so much for joining. I come on here to do free live mediumship readings, spirit-led, as much as I can in order to bridge the gap between the spirit world and the physical world, including talking about all things spiritual healing and how we can most align to our highest good through this beautiful energy that exists that we can't see or touch with our physical senses. So I'm going to go ahead and connect with another spirit here, and I am going to start to give evidence, and then oh, Debbie, that's so nice. Love your readings. Plan on booking with you soon. Oh, that would be awesome. If you're interested in booking a private session, my website is connectionswithcass.com. And I also just posted a first podcast episode, which was like a little bit about my spiritual awakening, a little bit about the spirit world, a lot of the stuff we talk about here, just a little bit more in depth. But next week will be like what mediumship is, how it works. And then the week after that, I don't know, is it Robin? I'm going to do neurodivergence and spirituality. So I hope you guys like that. Please share it and follow me on YouTube or whatever. So yeah, that should be fun. And then the week after that will be, I think, addiction and spirituality and mediumship. And then there's, I don't know, I have a million ideas, so we'll just keep going. The sub only live this week is about the ego and the mind in terms of our healing. As a neurodivergent girly pop that works with a lot of neurodivergent people, excited? Aw, I'm excited too, Haley. I think you were in the live the other day when a couple of people were saying they'd help, like research. Like Laura, I think, she was like, I do research, I'll help you. So I'm really excited to explore that more. Sierra, where can I find your podcast? It's on YouTube and it's on Spotify. I just put links on my website. So if you go to connectionswithcass.com, which there is a link in my bio for my website, it's right on the first homepage of my website. You can click YouTube and Spotify for the podcast. So, Kylie, yes, you're on the same. It's Connections with Cass podcast. If anybody has a better name, let me know. This episode was bridging the gap between the spirit world and the physical world. Not super original for you guys, but for those who haven't seen me yet. Brett, yay, love a new podcast, yay. Thank you for joining. All right, so let's do another reading. I feel a woman here already, actually. I think everybody just wants to talk today. I don't know. So I'm going to start to connect and see who steps forward. If you can take 80, 85, 90, or 95% of the evidence, let me know in the chat, and then we'll go from there. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follows. As always, the more people I connect with and spread the word that our loved ones are still around and that this whole experience on earth is very intentional and guided by this beautiful energy, the more healing that's done in the world. And I love that. So thank you all for joining. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a high energy day in general. I feel, my energy was like definitely different today. Must be something in the cosmos. That is the one thing that I will never be an expert on is astrology. I enjoy it, but It's a lot. How can you ask for signs from them? My grand passed 6 months ago. Look for repeating numbers. Mercury is in retrograde. That is true. We had an earthquake today and the kids were wild. Oh gosh. I'm lucky to live in a place where we have nor'easters and it did snow, but other than that, I can't imagine living somewhere like that. I'm glad you guys are okay. And as far as signs go, so you want to look for angel numbers. So it's not necessarily like they're going to like throw something at you, Kayla, but it would be like you're led, like when you walk into a store, listen to the song, like pay attention to all the subtleties around you, and even like angel numbers on receipts or license plates, or what else is there? Birds. If you have a bird that's sitting right out your window for like a little bit too long, that can be your grandmother. But you just want to really like stay very alert to all the subtlety of numbers and just synchronicities that can happen. So hopefully you'll start to feel her come through. And I'm like losing my voice, I think. Oh. I saw angel numbers everywhere in songs before the TV thing with my dad. That's so cool. Okay, so what's an angel number? And those are just repeating numbers that occur oftentimes in our life that are sent by our angels or past loved ones. If we leave our bodies behind when we pass, do spirits keep their earthly presence on the other side? The way I would describe that, Rebecca, is that their soul exists in the same energetic form that their soul existed on earth when they were in a physical body. So just like ours, when we transition into only energy, we can project our energy to appear as the person that we were on earth. So I hope that makes sense. Hi everybody, thank you for joining. I'm gonna do one more reading. I'm like losing my voice a little bit, I think. So it's hard to talk right now. I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't get sick very often. Okay, C11s all the time. That is a sign. 17, same thing. 21, same thing. I always recommend looking at a specific website. Doesn't really matter what website, but just set the intention to always look at the same website. So I use Joanne's Sacred Scribes. Mandy throat coat. Yes, absolutely. I actually have some too. Okay. Let's see. No, not for me. Could the throat thing be spirit? No, for me, I really don't experience physical symptoms, just the way my chakras are naturally set up. I thought there was something wrong with my mediumship for a while, but then I learned about my human design and what channels are open, and it makes a lot of sense that I experience things less in my physical body and more in my knowing and in my head, because these channels are open. So for some mediums, yes. For me, no. All right, I am going to start to connect. So I have a woman stepping forward, and okay, angels are this woman. I'm going to start with her physical description. She's probably like 5'5". Short grayish hair. She is very theatrical. I'm gonna start there. She passes in her, I would say, 50s, maybe 60s, early 60s. And I believe that she would have been into theater when she was younger. She's just or a theater teacher, and I do know she was a woman of faith too, and angels are significant to her. Oh, Kristen has chills. I love that herbal remedy. Kristen, can you take Could Be My Sister? Okay. Um, was she at the, I'm going to ask you to come up into the box if that's okay. Or if you could ask me to come up into the box. So I have a woman in her, I would say 50s when she passes. She's average height, short, grayish hair. She's kind of eccentric and she is into theater. I think she may have even taught theater, but not in a school system. There's something about teaching theater, but in a different place. Angels are significant to her, faith is significant to her, and she's very funny. Like the way she's showing me all this, how it's being portrayed to me, is she actually has angels wings on and she's running around with them, like being silly in a theatrical way. So I will stop there. Her passing seems very sudden too. I am going to see if this could be with Kristen. Hi, Kristen.
Oh my gosh. I had literally, like, my whole body had tingles from my head to my toes. My head, oh, it's happening right now. Oh, I feel
Oh,
like it's her. So she was a teacher. She was a teacher in
okay.
the school system, but she was also very active in theater and she performed in many plays and she is very eccentric, very loud, very funny.
Okay. Would you understand that she passed in her 50s?
Yes, 56.
Okay, and perfect. And she she passes suddenly.
Yes.
And let me see here. Would you understand that she had a son?
Oh no. No, can't be me.
So no, no, no. If everything else matches, I'm going to keep going. Would you understand? I actually did not feel like she had any kids. I don't know why I don't
She
say that.
didn't. Yeah,
Okay,
she did not.
but there is a boy that's younger that is significant to her. Would this be like a nephew?
My son.
Okay.
Oh, I
Um,
have chills all over my body. Oh my gosh.
oh. And
Whew.
let me see if I can get anything else here. And she's also showing me this parking lot that is significant. It's almost like would you have a memory of her practicing some performance like in a parking lot or something?
Um, no, I mean, I'm sure there is something like that, but I can't think of anything
Okay.
in particular.
Okay. Hmm. All right. I'll let that one go. And she's talking about she was married,
She was,
um,
yes.
but her husband is much quieter than her
Yes.
and very like they're opposites attract, she's saying. Seeing him with like numbers and very analytical, would you understand that?
Yes.
And not very social either,
Yes.
and awkward socially.
Very. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there was actually, yeah, that's actually things went kind of south even before She
Okay.
passed, so I'm kind of curious what she says about him. So yeah.
Oh, okay. It does, it almost feels, I'll just say it, it almost feels like she's sharing that he was like undiagnosed, maybe on the spectrum. Would you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And he even wears like this, she's saying like it's one thing about his personality, but there's something about his clothes he's very specific about.
Yeah. Like a red shirt and jeans
Yeah,
and
I'm seeing like the same thing all the time.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, and the feeling I'm getting as she's sharing this information about her husband is that it's beyond anything that he has any awareness of, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
It's just like how he is, but he's not even conscious that that's different than anyone else.
Okay.
And it does feel like it's like I don't want to say cut him some slack, but um I cut him some slack. Yeah. He just doesn't she's like he just doesn't know, like if you guys knew half the things he worries about and does, like he's just in his own little world, and it's not, I don't know if there were the choices that he's making are no, I feel very strongly that any choice that he has made has not been out of spite or out of like it's just his brain is so linear that he just gets stuck on stuff and he has to go with it. Would that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Um, and for you, hold on a second. Were there some times where you guys, I see you like very close and then separated, and then very close and then separated? Would that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
She, hold on.
Ooh,
She's
I can feel
almost
her.
saying, she's almost saying like you guys were too similar. um, and that's what kind of like brought you apart. But at the end of the day, like you will, her message is at the end of the day, like you were always my sister, like my blood, and I love you so much. And we learned a lot from each other and with each other in our human experience. And she's like, now we can laugh about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and do you have a daughter as well? You have a daughter, right? I know that.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
No, no, don't be sorry. She does. She watches over your whole family. But she's showing me the two kids, a girl and a boy, and sends you lots of positive energy for sure. The whole time she's been saying, you need to laugh more." She's kind of like I don't know. She's funny. She's really funny and
She's
just
hilarious.
so funny. And
Yeah, she really is.
she's like trying to get you to laugh even from the other side. She's like, if she could only listen to me, that, and she does. She's a teaser too, though. Like she'd make fun of you a little bit, but in a really beautiful way. But she's still doing that, so she wants you to know that.
Oh, lovely. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, she has me laughing.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
I
Um,
do think that birds are significant with her. And there is, okay, last thing, sorry. There is also something about, are you a good singer, but you don't sing?
well, well, she was the singer. She sang at my wedding. She sang at all of our siblings' weddings.
Okay.
Um, but I do love to sing, and I did used to. I had a good voice, but I don't think it's very good anymore. But yeah, I do connect with it a lot.
She's saying that you do have a good voice because she showed me her theatricalness and singing, and I did feel like that there was some sort of particular production that's significant for you two, um, that has like several songs. I can't quite get it, but she made me feel like a connection to the singing. But very clearly, she was like, "You need to sing," to you.
Wow, wow. We sang The Rose by Bette Midler on her
Oh,
bed in the hospital.
oh, oh my God, that's
Yeah.
how it
And I
is.
have it on video, so
Oh yeah, she wants you to keep singing, and she's singing with you still. Okay.
oh my heart.
No.
Can I ask her a question? Is that
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
I'm sure she knows like what's going on. Does she think I'm doing the right thing?
Yes, overwhelmingly yes. However, she's like, you need to laugh more, and you need to prioritize silly laughter, fun, lightheartedness, because then you'll attract more of that in your life. But resoundingly, yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Cass, every time I watch, I hope she comes through
Oh,
every time, and I wondered why. I thought if anybody could do it, like you would be able to do it. She passed away a year ago, well, a little over a year ago, October 19th,
hmm.
and I just thought she wouldn't come through because she was very religious.
Oh, is
And
she the one you were asking about?
yes, yeah, she was Mormon and she was like
Oh,
very like by the book.
oh my
And
God.
you brought it up before and you're like, no, like religion won't matter. And this to me is just even more proof that
Yeah.
like that is just such a legalistic worldly thing.
Yeah.
Brings me so much peace. Cass, thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
I think it's like, oh, that's so interesting. I remember you asking if religion would, their perspective on earth, but I do feel called to say that we should not, and this is for everybody watching and you, Kristen, we shouldn't judge somebody that does follow like a traditional religion because we are all experiencing what we're meant to in order for our souls to evolve and learn, you know?
Oh,
So,
that makes sense. Yes, that's so true. Yeah.
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 So it's not like we should like be like, oh, we can't talk to that person. Like maybe we can learn something from them. You never know. And so I think, and I feel like your sister. So now that I'm talking about this, she's like, let me add something here. Hold on.
I can see her doing that.
I feel
I'd be surprised if she actually leaves.
I feel that she like in her day to day life, she was pretty open to having discussions with people. Like her heart feels very uh, stuck on what she believes. But she
Yes.
was, would you understand that she was able, she's showing me like other teachers, I feel like she had friends that were not Mormon.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. She's like, if only I could let my heart open a little bit more. Like that's ideal. You want to be able to talk about it and have your heart open. But yeah, there's just something about, I guess she just seconds that. Just be open to everybody's experience because it's all happening for a reason.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Oh my gosh. I held her hand and held her when she took her last breath,
Oh,
and I cannot describe the feeling. Um, and it's like what I have right now. I
oh.
can't describe it, but it's beautiful, and thank you
You're
so
welcome. You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. She's with you always, and I will thank her for stepping forward and leave you with her love. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Oh, that was beautiful. Spirit always knows exactly who to bring through. So sweet. So sweet. Thank you guys for joining. That was incredible. And it was probably just a week ago, right, Kristen, Kristen asked in the chat if somebody was really religious, and would be against mediumship in their physical life, they probably wouldn't come through in their spirit form. But once you get through there, it's just this beautiful place of energy that we all connect with. So hi everybody, thank you for joining, and yeah, any structure like political structure or religious structure that exists on earth it's just a learning tool for us. It's not a bad thing. So a lot of people in the spiritual community are like, and maybe I don't know. They're just very like, I won't even think about politics and how dare anyone. And it's such a 3D thing. And it's like, yeah, but we're having a 3D experience for a reason, and we're learning. And if we can learn to surpass that, that's amazing. But like I always think about politics, really, like even the two candidates for presidency this year, it's like each one of them has shadows that we are reflected in us, right? Like, so their negative parts, we connect with our shadow in some ways. And we see the negative in them, but that negative exists within us, and it really amplifies. It's hard to explain in a short few sentences, but it really is eye-opening for our own shadows to experience such disgust for another human being. So, and or religion too, like if you're really against something. So just have an open mind, have an open heart, and know that your loved ones, regardless of anything they did or believed in their physical form, they are in a place, if that's not proof of unconditional love and light, of free, open energy that is just so excited to be in our lives in this energetic form now. So maybe we should do, are you guys, I'm interested in the politics thing. Is anybody else? I don't know. Jan D is here. I haven't seen Jan D in so long. How are you, Jan? Good to see you. Okay, I am going to make some tea and go to sleep. Hopefully not get sick. But thank you. Thank you all for joining, and thank you to Spirit for coming through in such a beautiful way. And oh, now at 4 a.m. I've always been a night owl. I do my best work from like 12 to 2 in the morning. And right now I wake up at 6, which is not for me. And I have to make more chocolate covered pretzels, 500 more for tomorrow. Okay, anyways, Trey, oh, you're new, awesome. Me too, ADHD. That will be part of the neurodivergent conversation on the podcast. Yeah, check out the podcast, share it, follow it, like it, all the things. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, if you're new here, my name is Cass. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual coach. You might have seen me do a spirit-led mediumship reading. I do come on as often as I can to provide evidence of validation and love and support from the other side, and to talk about all things spiritual and healing and all of those kinds of things. So thank you so much for joining. Ash, save it for the next live, because I love to answer those questions in the live so everybody can hear. So I'll probably be on, what's tomorrow, Friday? Maybe tomorrow night if I get my chocolates done early. And then, yeah, the weekends are really hard for me right now, but I will try to be back on as soon as I can, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. If you want to book a private reading, my website is connectionswithcass.com. I do mediumship readings, soul readings, intuitive guidance sessions, and one-on-one coaching. And check out the podcast. Okay, love you all. Thank you. Bye.